The price of petrol is nearing rupees 100 per litre in the national capital and has already crossed rupees 100 litre in 13 states and union territories. Oil marketing companies hiked the price of petrol by 35 paise per litre on Monday, in the 35th hike in the petrol prices since the beginning of May. The prices of both petrol and diesel have risen by over 10.5% across the country since the beginning of May, when OMCs resumed price hike after halting price hikes for 65 days as a number of states went to elections. We examine why price rises have been rising consistently in 2021. Let's look at how have rising crude oil prices impacted fuel prices. The prices of crude oil has risen sharply in 2021 on the back of a recovery in global demand as the world economy recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic. The price of Brent crude has risen by 47.1% to about $76.2 per barrel and about 51.8 barrel in the beginning of the year. The price of petrol and diesel are pegged to a 15-day rolling average of the international prices of petrol and diesel. The OPEC Plus group of petroleum exporting countries have extended supply cuts made in 2020 when crude oil prices had reached a low of under $19 per barrel through the first 6 months of 2021. Saudi Arabia had notably made an additional voluntary production cut of 1 million barrels per day between February and April to boost crude oil prices further. The decisions by OPEC Plus to restrict supply of despite rising demand has contributed significantly to rising crude oil prices, which in turn have pushed up the petrol and diesel prices. However, current fuel prices in India are significantly higher than the prices in FY14, when the average price of India's crude basket was $105.5 per barrel. The price of petrol was decontrolled in 2010, while the price of diesel was decontrolled in 2014. In June 2013, when India's average crude oil basket was at $101 per barrel, petrol was retailing at 63.09 litre or about 76.6 per litre when adjusted for the depreciation in the value of the rupee against the US dollar since then. Similarly, in October 2018, when the average cost of India's crude oil basket was at $80.1 per barrel, the price of diesel peaked at 75.7 rupee per litre. Let's understand what is the impact of taxes. High central and state taxes, petrol and diesel are the key reasons behind the price of petrol and diesel being at record highs. Even though the price of crude oil is only 11.1% higher than at the beginning of 2020, the price of petrol has risen 32.9% and that of diesel has risen 31.5% during the same period. In Delhi, central and state taxes accounted for 55.8% of pump prices of petrol and about 50.2% of the pump prices of diesel. The central government had in 2020 hiked the excise duty on petrol by 13 per litre and on diesel by about 16 per litre to shore up revenues as the COVID-19 pandemic led to a sharp fall in economic activity. While a number of states including Rajasthan, West Bengal, Assam and Meghalaya have reserved hikes in state levies imposed during the pandemic, the central government has not cut central taxes despite calls from the RBI that taxes on auto fuels should be cut to curb inflation. Central levies account for 70.9% of total taxes on and 59.1% total taxes on diesel in the national capital.